everyone! So today's video I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite things. It is called the 30 Days to Healthy Living Challenge. I've posted daily vlogs of me doing the challenge. This video, however, is about the top 10 reasons why you need to do this challenge and what it can do for you. But before we get into those 10 reasons, there's something I just wanted to say first. Obviously, right now, anyone who does not live under a rock knows that the world is going through a time of drastic change in terms of social justice. Black lives matter, Black trans lives matter, and trans rights are human rights, gay rights are human rights. So along with the other resources related to the 30-day challenge in this video, I'm also going to be posting some links down below related to various Black Lives Matter and gay rights causes you can help. These will be things like petitions, fundraisers, or just some good media to watch or consume to maybe educate yourself a little more about what's going on. And without further ado, these are my personal top 10 reasons to do the 30 Days to Healthy Living Challenge. Now, if you don't know what that is, or you're like, okay, well, but what specifically is that? Obviously, it's about getting healthier. Like I said, I have a whole playlist of videos where I did daily vlogs a few years ago when I did this challenge. I will link them above so you can watch those if you want. And those videos, especially the first video, will give you an idea specifically of what the 30-day challenge is and how one does the challenge. This video specifically, all the reasons you should do it, or the top 10 reasons why, and the amazing benefits it has for you. So we're gonna go from 10 and work our way up. These are, for the most part, in no particular order. I mean, like, the ones at the top are the ones that were the most important to me personally, but for some people, these 10 reasons, you might reorder them based on your own personal priorities. I have them on my phone here for reference. That's why I have my phone in my hand. Starting with reason number 10, this challenge will help you have a better relationship with food. And I know a lot of people, even if they don't necessarily think that this is something they struggle with, a lot of us don't actually have the best relationship with food that we have. I know for the past few years, as my weight personally had been creeping back up for various reasons, I had a very big love-hate relationship with food. Like, ask anyone who knows me. I love food. I love to eat. I love trying new foods. I love going out and trying new foods. Not right now, pandemic, but in general. But then, of course, this would look like I would eat a lot of foods that I love, and just for boredom eating, binge eating, or just because this tastes really good and I want it, and then hours later would just feel really guilty the rest of the evening and just be in this very vicious cycle of instant gratification, eat things I want, and then just feel really crappy about it later and really be beating myself up. So since this challenge allows you to still eat so many amazing foods, and the challenge is not a starvation diet, it is not about restrictions, it is about learning to replace and find better alternatives for a lot of the things that we crave all the time, this challenge, you will come out of it with a much healthier relationship to food and your diet. And not only was that one of my reasons, but I asked some of the people on my team what some of their favorite parts of the 30-day challenge was, and my friend Jasmine, this was her top reason. Her exact words were, "I love it because I found a better relationship with food. Food has become my fuel rather than the enemy." So that's huge and super exciting, and thank you for sharing, Jasmine. Reason number 9 to do the 30 Days to Healthy Living Challenge: you can help the environment. So a lot of people, I think more people know about this than, a few years ago, but a lot of people still don't. One of the a big reason a lot of people will go either vegetarian or vegan, or like me and be flexitarian, where I still eat meat, but 2 or 3 days a week I eat completely vegetarian, is because the meat industry is one of the biggest contributors to things like carbon emissions and greenhouse gases, deforestation, and just lots of things that are really terrible for our environment, and we really need to be doing a lot more to try and halt these things. So even, I don't know the exact statistic, I probably should have looked it up before filming this video, but there was something at least years ago, like, even if everyone didn't eat meat for 1 day a week, like if the entire planet would go 1 day a week without eating any meat, it'd be like it was some huge number of cars off the road in terms of gas emissions from this industry. And even if you think that doesn't sound like a lot, like what's me not eating chicken or steak 1 day a week going to do? It's a huge difference. Now, the 30-day challenge, you can eat meat. You can eat with almost any diet that is in your like regular habits, you can eat meat. You just replace a lot of the unhealthier meats with lean proteins, you know, like chicken, turkey, other sources of meat, as opposed to like bacon and red meat all the time and stuff like that. You can do it as a vegetarian, you can do it as a vegan, you can do it gluten-free, any combination of the above. And so a lot of the recipes that are in 30-day challenge meal plans, a lot of them, of course, are vegetarian or vegan or meatless, and there are ones with meat in them as well, so you can choose how much of each type of recipe you want to include. But if you do what I did and you kind of like split between meat days and meatless days, then you are hugely helping the environment, and that's something that is really great and that we all really could be doing more of. Reason number 8 to do the 30 days to healthy living challenge: you get to try new foods and new recipes. So the challenge does come with an amazing and super comprehensive meal guide, because again, this is not a replacement or a starvation restriction diet. It's not like you get to drink protein shakes all day and then you get one teeny tiny snack and you have to choose between all these foods you love. This challenge, you get to eat so many amazing things, and the meal guide is given to you. It's like, here's all your meals for the next week. You get them week at a time, planned out. So that's super great. And there's lots of things that I probably never in a million years would have thought to make for myself until I did the challenge and got the recipe guides. If you watched my personal vlogs from when I did the challenge, you will get to see I filmed everything that I ate during that challenge. And again, I wasn't all just home cooked. I still went out and went to dinner with friends, went to restaurants, went to pubs, and just found things I could eat that were within the challenge rules. Because again, it's not about harsh limits or restrictions. So who doesn't love to try new foods, right? One of my personal favorite things. Reason number 7 to do the 30 days challenge is it gets to cleanse or reset your system. Now, obviously, there are lots of really bad for you cleansing products out there. We've all seen a lot of those things like flat tummy teas and things that Instagram models and celebrities will tout on their various social medias, where it's like, oh, you just have to eat this and only this, or drink this and only this for like a week or for however long. That's not good for you. Not good. Do not do. But this doesn't mean that the overall idea of our body's digestive system needing a bit of a reset and a cleanse is actually a bad idea. So the Arbonne 30-day challenge has, even if you don't use, we have a specific product called like a 7-day cleanse, but even if you don't use that product, the challenge as a whole over the 30 days will just very gently and healthily basically be gradually cleansing and resetting your systems of various toxins, of excess like high levels of salts and sugars and fats and stuff. And overall, you'd be amazed at how much we've conditioned ourselves to feel like what our normal is actually a lot more like sluggish and achy, or just overall feeling kind of compared to how our bodies could be feeling. And so many people don't even realize what the difference is there. So this will be a nice little cleanse or reset for your whole internal body systems. Reason number 6, one of my personal favorite reasons, even though we're only at number 6, there's still so many more to go. You will save time at the grocery store and money on your grocery bills doing this challenge. Now, at first, a lot of people are like, how save money? What? But I buy a whole kit of products at the start. How is that saving money? But it's because the protein powder for the shakes that you're getting in the challenge, that's 1 to 2 of your meals a day right there, depending on whether you're doing the challenge just to get healthier habits or for more intense weight loss. But even that, at least one of your meals a day is going to be replaced to something that ends up, when you work out the servings cost over 30 days, being less than a cup of coffee from Starbucks per day. If you're doing 2, even more. And then by giving you meal plans with grocery lists included, so you know exactly what to shop for, you literally print it out from your computer, bring it to the grocery store. You're not going to be buying all those extra foods like, oh, I'll just keep, a bunch of veggies, a bunch of proteins, and like some grains. I'll just keep stuff in my fridge and my cupboards. And then you never actually do anything with them because you never planned to. I know before I started meal planning and actually like taking my meals 1 week at a time, planning everything I was going to eat, I threw away so much food that I bought with every intention of cooking it. I was like, I can incorporate these into like some pasta, some salads, and maybe like a lean protein dish one night, a burrito bowl. But then I just wouldn't do it because I didn't actually make a specific, I know exactly what I'm eating on that night. and throwing away food just felt like throwing away money, right? It's literally just like throwing your money in the garbage can, as well as, if you don't use a green bin, filling up the landfill. So anyone will tell you that meal planning helps reduce food waste and save you money. Well, the 30-day challenge has meal planning embedded right into it. Oh, I already kind of said reason number 5 right there, because reason number 6 was save time and money at the grocery store. Because also, since you know exactly what you're going to buy, you're not aimlessly wandering those aisles, right? You're not just like, oh, let's see what's here. Oh, I got some of that. You're like, I have a list. I know where this is in my store. Bing, bang, boom, done. And then less food waste was reason number 5. So I kind of sandwiched those two together. But obviously, less waste in any area of our lives is always a good thing. Less food waste in particular. Less waste plus saving money by not throwing away perfectly good food. Reason number 4 is a huge one to me, and another one of the reasons that some of the girls from my team submitted when I asked what are your favorite reasons to do this challenge. And number 4 is better sleep. Now, anyone who knows me, either IRL or if you watch my streams, you've heard me talk all the time about how much I struggle with sleep and my insomnia being really bad. I went and did a sleep study this year, like 2020, and literally had the sleep doctor tell me I have some of the most fragmented sleep cycles he's ever seen. Like, and everyone else in the sleep study there was, you know, like a senior citizen. And then there's me, 28, sleeping like hot garbage and like the worst of anyone who was at the sleep study that night. So anything that can give me sleep, I'm like, done, sign me up. Just take my wallet, take my money, take my whatever. I just want to sleep. A lot. And even the doctor himself said one of the things on my list of ways to improve my sleep was lose weight and eat better. He didn't quite go into the reasons why. I have my follow-up with him in September because it takes that long to see a sleep specialist. But basically everything in our body is connected, like mind, body, skin, it's all connected. So even though we don't think about it, fueling our body with the right things and eating the right foods also helps us sleep better. And one way also the challenge does that, this one I know for sure because it's also on my list of sleep hygiene habits that I'm supposed to do. Eating late at night, as we know, not good for you, because even just your body's digestive system having to work at like 8, 9, 10 p.m. later on, whatever your bedtime is, because you had a late night snack, that little bit of energy that your body is expending to digest your food can keep you awake. So I'm personally, because I sleep so terribly, not supposed to eat anything after 7:30 p.m. if I can help it at all. And obviously that's one of the habits that the challenge helps you learn to curb, which is late night snacking. So that is one way it helps you get better sleep. And I'm sure there are many other ways that that gut-mind-body connection works to help you have better sleep. And it's something across the board, almost every single person who does this challenge says the first thing they noticed is better sleep. Reason number 3, kind of going hand in hand with better sleep, more energy. Because so many of us, you know, especially in this day and age where energy drinks, coffee, things like that are kind of a borderline staple in society, something that everyone uses and like relies on. This challenge has an alternative and has amazing energy drink that you can have instead of those sugary things like Red Bulls, Monsters, all these caffeine chemical filled beverages, or, you know, 8 cups of coffee a day, which is what I used to do back in the day. No joke, before using these energy fizz sticks. So not only does the 30-day challenge have a healthy alternative for your energy needs, if you are someone who uses liquid energy of any form, a healthier version of that doesn't come with the crash, but also just fueling your body with more whole foods, lean proteins, and better things for it in general gives you longer lasting, more useful energy anyway. And if you start losing weight, which we'll get to in reason 1, if that's why you're doing the challenge, of course, anyone who can tell you who's lost a significant amount of weight can note the massive improvement in energy. Because just, it's a lot harder to have energy to do things when you're just carrying more weight around. You know, that's just the sad truth of our lives. So reason number 3, more energy. Reason number 2, one a lot of people wouldn't think about, but was a huge one for me as someone who in high school and like early 20s struggled with acne, better skin. And like I've said before, those words, mind, body, skin connection, that's something we're really big on here at Arbonne. That's kind of the whole philosophy behind our products and how they're designed. But And I remember being told even as a kid, when I'm like sitting here moaning about my breakouts and being like, oh, I don't want to go to school, I look so bad and whatever. And meanwhile, eating like a bag of potato chips at home. And my parents would be like, well, then stop eating greasy foods because you know greasy foods make you break out. And I'd be like, that's not true. And I would argue with them all the time. Well, lo and behold, as a grown adult, I noticed, oh, the days I ate a lot more like snack foods, the days I deviated from my plan, a few days later, my skin would be pretty angry with me. Sometimes not even a few days. Like within 8 hours, my skin can tell you either what I ate or how stressed I was. So obviously, again, all goes back to when we are fueling our bodies with the proper foods and things that it wants and craves and are actually good for it while tasting delicious, also your skin will reflect that. So many people do this challenge for health or weight loss or nutrition reasons and then come out of it going, oh my god, I didn't even notice at the end, but wow, my skin actually looks like better. Now obviously, I'm wearing makeup right now. I just finished a live stream on Twitch before filming this video, but if you want to see the difference in my skin from day 1 to day 30 of this challenge without any makeup on at all, again, check out those vlogs I linked in the beginning that I made when I did this challenge 2 years ago, because most of those videos I was wearing no makeup, and you can look at a snapshot of video 1 where I had like breakouts and stuff going on, and then video 30 and see the complete difference in my skin. And of course, finally, reason number 1. It's reason number 1, even though it's one of the more obvious reasons, but because it's something that so many people are trying to do every day, struggle with, and something that there's so many false information and so many ways to do this out there, but not many people know how to find a way to do it that is healthy and right for them. But top reason to do the 30 Days to Healthy Living Challenge is to lose weight. That's why I did it in the past. That's why I'm using the principles of the challenge and designing my diet around them right now as I'm losing weight. When I started it a few years ago, it was basically I was the heaviest I'd ever been, and I didn't like that. And I was like, well, let's change that. And this way I also have personal experience with this challenge when my clients ask me about it anyway. So it's a win-win. And I know for a fact that I was not very good at finishing things I started, so I did the daily vlogs to hold myself accountable. Now again, you can go check out video 30, and I did weekly weigh-ins and measurements throughout the challenge to show the progress of my personal weight loss. I know there was a noticeable, I don't remember the exact drop in pounds. I want to say it was around 10 pounds, but I'm not 100% sure. I know for a fact all the areas I measured, which were like bicep, bust, waist, hips, and thighs, I believe, there was anywhere from a ½ inch to like 1 inch difference, like in shrinking of size, which is huge. That's incredible. Amazing, right? So there you have it. Those are the top 10 reasons that you need to do the 30 Days to Healthy Living Challenge. Now, like I said, this challenge fits virtually every dietary need. Obviously, if you have special medical and nutritional needs, by all means, please consult with your doctor or healthcare professional first. If you want more information on the challenge, aside from just my explanation of it in my personal vlogs, I will link to our holistic nutritionist, Dr. Tanda Cook, a video down below where she explains the challenge from her like nutritionist background. So you get a lot more actual science behind it than just my explanation, and a few other resources to do it. And the other great thing about this challenge is it also comes with accountability. So you get a whole group of people via Facebook and social media who are doing this challenge with you. You can swap stories, swap recipes, cheer each other on as you hit your goals and stuff like that. So if you heard anything that resonated with you, if you're like, you know what, I would really like to reset my body, take control of my health, better skin, better energy, better sleep, save money, like any of those reasons that I mentioned, then comment below. I can send you more information. Contact me on any of my other social medias, my Twitter, my Instagram, my website. I would be more than happy to talk to you more about the 30-day challenge and get you started. I leave you with this final quote that I heard not a few days. What am I saying? I have no concept of time anymore in quarantine, guys. This quote that I heard a few weeks ago, your health is an investment, not an expense. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you found it useful or informative. If you have any questions, get in touch. You know what to do. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys. I have no concept of time anymore in quarantine, guys.